Chemical reactions that photosynthesis. How is this process done inside the leaves in detail that we will be studying in this episode, in this video. And if you have not watched the nutrition in plants, the complete chapter that we have covered all the episodes of it, so please watch that only you are going to understand this. And and we have learned that photos how does the photosynthesis occurs, but we have not studied that how is that photosynthesis done inside the leaf, what is done actually inside the leaf. That is what we are going to study. So photosynthesis occurs in a series of complex chemical reactions. Okay, so photosynthesis take place in the mesophyll cells. Where do the photosynthesis takes place? In the mesophyll cells. In the mesophyll cells of the leaves, which contains chloroplasts. Okay, now you can see here mesophyll cells. Okay, so there are two types of mesophyll cells: spongy mesophyll cell and palisade mesophyll cells. And here, over here, you can see these are the mesophyll cells, and inside this there is chloroplast, and that and there is the there is the glucose made, there's everything done. Okay, so this is the inner structure of a leaf. This is a chloroplast. See, this is how a chloroplast look like. This is the outer membrane. This is the uh, thylakoid, and this is the stoma. And inner membrane. This is the inner membrane. This is the stroma. This is the stroma lamina, and this is the stoma. Granum. These are the granums. Okay. And this is the stroma lamina, I think. The mesophyll cells are more abundant on the upper surface of the leaves as it receives more sunlight. So these mesophyll cells are more active on the upper part. Okay, that means the palisade pen. You can see that palisade mesophyll cells. This is more upwards than the spongy one. So it because it gets sunlight, it releases more sunlight when it's up. So and that is why it works more there in the upper surface of the leaves. They are more abundant at that time. At that place. So these are two types of mesophyll cells: palisade mesophyll cells, or you can say palisade parenchyma or spongy parenchyma or spongy mesophyll cells. And this is the upper epidermis. Okay. And this is the palisade mesophyll cells, and inside this there is the chloroplast. See, this is inside it. Okay, and this is the xylem, and this is the phloem. This xylem and phloem, these are two tissues that transports the water from roots to the leaves. Okay, here you can see a very nice diagram. See, this is the upper epidermis. You can see these squares. These are nothing but the upper epidermis. This is the cuticle. This wax type thing you can see, a waxy coating on it. Cuticle. Okay, and this is the uh, this is it is palisade tissues. This is palisade mesophyll, and this below is it is spongy mesophyll. Okay, these are all other spongy mesophyll, and inside this you can see this silver type thing. This is just like this. Okay, this is chloroplast inside it, and these are also known as the veins. The xylem vein, these are inside the veins. Okay, this upper part of you can see this is the vein, and the inside part that transports the water, that is xylem. This one is xylem pink part, and this is the phloem. Okay, and this is the lower epidermis. This is the stomata. Okay, this is the stomata. Inside the air goes through in. Okay, this is how the the actually what occurs in the chloroplast, and this is not for our standard. So we can just see a diagram here how the light enters and how this H2 enters, but all the things like ADP and NADP, that is not that. See, uh, and there is a thylakoid membranes. Okay, like here the H2 photon and the light enters inside it, and the light reactions happens. And remember this, that during the day, the guard cells, these are the guard cells. Okay, these guard cells, they absorb the water to stay target, and then they remain open. Okay, at during the daytime, they absorb the water and stay open. And at night, the water is drawn out of the guard cell and they become flaccid, and thus they stomata, and thus the stomata closes. Okay, the guard cells at night, they close, they absorb the water during the day and draw the water and stay closed at night. Here's one more diagram for it, and see air cavity. You can see these are the small air cavities, and this is the spongy mesophyll cells, and these are the parasites. You can see the spongy one are like this, and the parasite one are like this. Uh, and this is the stomata. See this hole, and from this the air enters, and then it goes through the mesophyll cells, and the water also through the xylem and the phloem. This is the xylem and the phloem. And how does the photosynthesis occurs? Plants have vascular stem system that transports water, okay, minerals and food. Okay, xylem and phloem transports food, water, and minerals to all the parts of the plant. Okay, so they have divided their duty into two parts. Who will transport which thing. So xylem tissue that transports water and minerals. Okay, remember this, that that xylem, it transports water and minerals, and phloem tissue transports food. Okay, it transports the food or the glucose. Okay, and remember one thing, that see the uh, the mesophyll, the leaves contain the mesophyll cells. The mesophyll contains chlorophyll, sorry, chloroplasts. Okay, just remember this thing. Okay, and the sunlight falling on the leaf. Okay, the sunlight falling on the leaf is absorbed. Okay, it is absorbed. It absorbs the chlorophyll. Sorry, not absorbed. It absorbs the chlorophyll. Okay, the sunlight falling on the leaf. Oh, sorry. Yeah, chlorophyll absorbs the chlorophyll. Okay, there's a mistake in the sentence because here will be, instead of the, it will be by. Okay. So the sunlight that is falling on the leaf, it is absorbed by the chlorophyll. Means chlorophyll traps the energy. Sorry, traps the sunlight to provide energy, and this energy is used to split water molecules H2O into hydrogen ions H plus and hydroxyl ions OH minus. So hydrogen from hydroxyl ions is released in the air, and hydrogen ions is wait, think hydrox. Okay. So hydrogen ions combine with carbon dioxide and form the glucose. Okay, so this hydrogen ions is combined with the carbon dioxide and they form the glucose. And phloem transports the glucose. Okay, like this it happens. The water goes inside it, then light, and this O2 is then oxygen is released, and then what happens? Carbon dioxide enters, and it starts doing the process of it. And here's a quiz for you: that leaves bear dash that helps in exchange of gases. What will be here? Okay, option A stomata, option B veins, option C epidermis, and option D mesophyll cells. So your time starts now. So you have 5 seconds to think for the answer. Then we have to say bye bye to this video. So this okay. So I hope you have selected your option. So the answer is stomata. Leaves bear stomata. Sorry for this typing. So leaves bear what? They bear stomata. Means leaves have stomata that helps to exchange the gases. It's like CO2 enters and the H2. Sorry, the CO2 enters and the O2 is released. And thank you. This episode is still here only, and we will be back with another episode. So don't forget to subscribe the channel and also turn on the bell notification so that you can get the updates of the new videos.